So you're thinking about leaving the narcissist and you're wondering, how can I do this? How can I leave this narcissist? I've had enough. I can't stay here anymore. And I don't even know what first to do. Should I tell him? Should I not tell him? Should I just plan it? Should I escape? What should I do? Well, number one, don't tell the narcissist you're leaving because they'll do everything in their power to keep you, and they'll lie, they'll beg. They may even go into a rage, how dare you leave me? I don't know, you think you're just so, all that. You're not. Go ahead and find somebody else, that they go on and on. Don't tell them. If by chance they are putting hands on you, my suggestion is leave immediately. Regardless, leave all your stuff there and go, because what they're capable of is you don't know, and maybe, one day you're going to be hurt really bad and not make it through. So leave immediately if that's the case. If that's not the case and you're just getting a lot of emotional abuse, which is bad enough, you have time. So plan it well. First of all, plan on where you're going. It depends on your finances and, if you're dependent on them for financing or whatever. But, plan on where you're going and how you're going to make it during this time, and be prepared once you leave to go no contact, block them and everything. And if you cannot because you have children with them, then make it one way to get to you, and that would be through email, so you have everything in writing. And the second thing is, make sure that you have a third party if you have to meet with the narcissist or pick up children or leave them off or whatever. Make sure you have that third party in place. And there's a lot of apps that you can go through and that kind of thing, so that you don't have to directly talk to the narcissist because of their manipulations and their lies. And they'll use everything against you, by the way. So make sure you are aware that you're ready and prepared to go no contact completely. And that means forever. Once you block a narcissist, you cannot go back, because if you do, they will punish you. And I mean, they will punish you, and things will be much worse. Maybe not right away, but they will get much, much worse. Okay, so now prioritize what you want to take and what you don't. The things, some narcissists are very aware what's in the house and take note of everything. I know one that actually knew when I moved my curling iron. So, that was very strange. So make sure, they're not one of those. And you can pack up little things at first, and maybe move them to a friend's house or to storage or whatever, and then get that out of the way. Um, Plan on a time to leave when they're either at work or they're not going to be home for a while. And again, make sure that they don't know that you're leaving, because what happens is, to a narcissist, their fear is abandonment or and rejection. And that's exactly what they'll feel like that you did, is you abandoned them and you're rejecting them. And that will enrage them to know tomorrow. It will also turn it around to where they'll make it seem like they're the victim because, you left them. And I mean, they'll play all kinds of games. So make sure, that you understand that. So get as much, and if you need a U-Haul or whatever, if you need to take a lot of bulky things that mean something to you, which I just guarantee you should just leave them. But if you don't, if they're yours and they were your grandmother's or whatever, make sure you have time. And, in some situations, they do have the neighbors spying on you, and they will call that narcissist. So that's another thing to maybe look at, that their neighbors might be spying on you as well while they're not home. And they'll make that phone call, and the narcissist will just show up. So if you don't need to do U-Haul and all that stuff, then just pack up your bags, get as much clothes as you can. Whatever you leave behind, you'll never get back. And if you do, you're lucky. And if they want to give back something, later, that's an excuse, of course, for them to see you. Then tell them to mail it, or have a third party drop it somewhere so you can go pick it up, because it's not worth it to go back into that situation. And it's for your own mind, it's for your own mental healing. because once that narcissist comes back in, the manipulation and the lies are going to get 10 times or 100 times worse. So make sure you have that in place. And then once you got your strategy all worked out, then make sure you move on it and move on it quickly. If you need to consult with friends and stuff like that, make sure that's all aligned and you can trust them so they don't go back to the narcissist and tell them, because some of the narcissists, they make friends with your friends and whatnot, and they'll just, make it seem like, poor them, they're playing the victim. And so they'll feel sorry for them and tell them exactly what you're going to do. So make sure you can trust people that you're going to tell, or if you need to move in with somebody, make sure you can trust them to do the right thing. And then just move on it, and get out. And then again, go no contact. Do not say anything to them. Don't reach out to them. Let them be, and I got to tell you, that's the biggest karma that they can get, because that really drives them crazy to be rejected and abandoned. They'll do it to you and with no worries whatsoever, right off in the sunset and go to somebody else. But you have a lot of healing after that. And so you're going to have to, work out, pass through the trauma bond, through the fog, get some therapy and read a lot, watch videos. You probably already were if you're listening to this about how to get out. And and then decide, how you can heal, by getting your self-respect back and your self-love back and getting back into place who you were before you met that nasty narcissist that tore you down and make you feel worthless. So I hope this video helps, and gosh, good luck, and I hope it all works out for those that are trying to leave, because that is the best thing to do before you are absolutely nothing and a glob on the floor. Please like this video and subscribe if you like this content, and let me know how it goes.